Welcome back to Coach K's Quick Game Passing. This is episode 3, and I'm going to call it the Riley Y Cross concept. And the reason why we do that is I'm going to talk about Y Cross, which is really a staple to any offense as far as one that wants to throw the ball. If you're a Leach, Mummy, any of those people that like to throw the ball down the field, one of those guys, you have used or seen the Y Cross concept. But myself personally, I currently coach in Oklahoma. I'm an Oklahoma State grad, go Pokes, but I'm very aware of the school in Norman, Oklahoma, where Lincoln Riley is the head coach and really one of the modern day offensive geniuses. And so I pay a lot of attention to the offense that he runs. I break down film on Oklahoma, and one thing I noticed in the last 2 years or so, and I've seen other people begin to copy as well, is his twist on the Y Cross. And so in our offense last year and then going into this year, we have two versions of the Y Cross, one that we just call Y Cross. And I'll kind of talk about that to begin. And there's many ways to even do that play. But then I'll get into his twist on it that I call the Riley Y Cross. It's a little bit different. I like it. We've had some success with it. As the channel begins to grow and evolve, I'm working on getting better backgrounds. I'm going to show some film in this one. We'll be able to do that. So I'm trying to upgrade the quality of the channel. And, again, any questions you have, please share. But let's get into the Lincoln Riley version of the Y Cross. All right, what you just saw was a few clips of successful Y Cross plays that some teams that I've coached over the years have run, and it's been a good play for us. Now on the screen, what you'll see is different ways that we've run it. For the most part, the Y and Z side of the field has been the same. I haven't really ever tinkered with that much. The Y Cross, we would tell our receivers to get to about 17 yards. We have what we call a square in, and then the different ways to fake. We've gone with this outside zone fake right here more recently, but you can even see in those clips there's different fakes. Now this side we've done different things with. You could even see in the video. Sometimes we just run the fade or the go route. Other times we'll have a skinny post, and then we've run kind of an 8-yard out. Or what we call a pivot or a speed out, different things there. We haven't really been great over the years at throwing this route. So this is basically this is the old standard, what many people call the 95 Y Cross. It's been a great play, but what I want to talk about mostly is what Lincoln Riley has done to it. And you'll see very similarly, he has left this side alone, the Y and the Z, and except for perhaps a little bit different route from the Z, maybe more of a deep curl. He has really changed this side, and that's what we're going to look at today. So let's go to the modern version let's go to the Lincoln Riley version of Y Cross. Start with 2018 Oklahoma, Texas, and the Red River rivalry. You see Oklahoma in just a basic double set, 2x2, running back to the left of Kyler Murray. Texas in a 3-4, 2-high shell. So something that we can get very often in our high school football for those of y'all that are high school football coaches. And if we let it play, and if the little thing, there we go. Okay, you look on the bottom, you see the beginning of just a normal Y cross. Okay, you see the inside receiver, who is usually the Y, getting on his climb. outside receiver who we call the Z. You kind of lose sight of him if he's going to run a dig or maybe a little bit of a curl. But over here is where it's different. All right, you've got a slot fade coming right here, which really clears this safety out, and then you've got CeeDee Lamb just going to run what we call a now screen. All right, and very quickly, Kyler recognizes the fact that the safety is really soft. Perhaps he had a pre-snap read, and he's just going to take it and get it out very quickly. Doesn't even really look down the field, but that is the Y cross, and then let one of your best receivers do the rest of the work, and that's what Lamb does right there. Let's go back one more time and look at it. Again, as you watch him, he's going to come clear, and if Kyler wanted to hit him in this window, he very well might have been able to. But you see where his head is. He is looking this way all the way, so perhaps there's something in Lincoln Riley's system that has him do that. Great fake right here. You notice the backer is frozen. This backer has his eyes on him. He's not even thinking about walling off the wide receiver. Again, Kyler completes it to CeeDee Lamb for a big gain. So very simple, but Oklahoma makes it work. Now we have the same season. A little later on, Oklahoma playing against TCU and TCU's 4-2-5 defense, and this basic formation right here to the boundary. And notice they like to run their cross from the field to the boundary, which is something that I've taken note of and have done as well. So again, there's that play fake on the outside zone. Murray has now this time you see his eyes are different though. Okay, as the slot fade begins to come up, Kyler is looking down the field for his slot receiver right here. You can already see with a flat-footed linebacker, he's going to come free, and he easily comes free, and it's a piece of cake. That's basically a walk-in touchdown. So different view, but you got, again, had he wanted to throw to Lamb, he would have had him. Perhaps maybe with two defenders there, he wouldn't have had the game we saw in the last play. Maybe he would have because he's a superstar, but most of us don't have CeeDee Lamb at our X receiver, but he sees the opening right here. His eyes are down the field. So perhaps maybe he's doing a half field read. I'm not sure, but looks good. It ends up being a touchdown for Oklahoma right there. It's a piece of cake. Okay, we've got it drawn up here, and notice again from the left hash, which is how we saw both times Oklahoma ran it. I drew the dashed line through the center because it's very likely that Oklahoma is doing a half the field read. In the first completion we saw against Texas, he might just very well be just doing a high-low slot fade read, and he saw a soft corner, so he threw it right now. And then the second one, very well could be a half field where we're going 1, 2, and then 3 over here. What I have is really the progressions that we use. I just don't teach half field reads. It doesn't mean maybe I should if Lincoln Riley does, right? But it's just not part of our offense. So I didn't want to make that one play be different. So we our first look is the cross, and we do have the ability to sit if we have somebody over the top of us. And then the second progression is really up to the quarterback, and it's a pre-snap decision which one he wants to go with. I always tell our receivers this square in is undefeated. It is open so often. You saw actually one of the clips that I put on from our high school players. You're going to get some flow from the safety. You're going to get the backer expanding, and you're going to have this throw quite a bit. So if we can go 1, 2, 3, or go 1, 2, and make that the blitz beater our third. So there's different choices there. I encourage you to keep both versions of Y cross and maybe have another one. I mean, it's a great play, but I do love what Oklahoma's done with it. Hopefully I'll have a lot more clips of our team running the Riley version of it soon. But for now, that's Y cross, the Oklahoma way. So if you have any questions or comments, please add them below, like and subscribe, and look forward to seeing you next time.